Welcome back to my channel, everybody, and for those who are just joining, my name is Chantel, and in this video today we'll be doing eyeshadow tutorial for hooded eyes. So I know I've done a few eyeshadow tutorials before, but this one is specifically for hooded eyes and for hooded eye persons that are just learning to do eyeshadows. So if you're a hooded eye person, make sure you continue to watch this video, but before you do, make sure to click the subscribe button down below so you won't miss out on any other future uploads from me and any other helpful makeup tips. So continue watching to see how I achieve this eye look. Most of you may have already seen my eyeshadow tutorial for beginners or my other eyeshadow video, the one that's how to blend bright and colorful eyeshadow looks. So you may have seen the brushes that I've been using before, and let me just run back through them for those who are just seeing it now. Okay, I have a blending brush, a crease brush, and this is another fluffy blending brush, and this is a pencil brush, this is a detailer brush, a shader brush, and just a typical eyeshadow brushes. So while using them, I'll tell you, while applying the shadow, you'll see me use them, and I'll say it while I'm doing it so you don't get confused. You don't need all the brushes that are on the market for eye makeup. You only need a few, because they can be versatile. Yes. So for this tutorial, I'm going to keep it very basic and minimal, and I'm taking my ever so handy Morphe 35O palette, and this is perfect. So for doing the eyeshadow for hooded eyes, guys, you need to understand that hooded eyes is an eye shape that has an extra layer of skin that folds over the lid. So when I open my eyes like this, you will be able to see, but when I'm looking down, you can't see. So if I open my eyes like this, you can see it fold over. So it's like a flap, like excess skin that flaps over. So most persons get confused between monolids and hooded eyes. Monolids is where there is no form of lid any at all. It's just one picture, like Asian eyes. Those are monolids. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. When applying eyeshadow for hooded eyes, the technique is way different than any other eye shape. So you always want to start with your transition color for every look that you are creating. And my transition color today, it will be this orange shade right here. The reason for this orange shade is that orange shows up perfectly as a transition color for women of color, dark skin, Asian skin, etc. or even Middle Eastern. So you can always use a light brown or orange shade like this one. Before I do that, I already did it, but I'm just going to apply a bit more. I'm going to prime my eyes with foundation, or you can use concealer, or you can use an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to prime my eyes with my Elegant Pro Concealer in Toffee. And before applying eyeshadow, you always want to prime your eyes because it will help the eyeshadow to stick more, so it won't move and it won't crease. So that's the purpose of the primer. And it also helps the color to pop and eliminate any discoloration that you have on the eyelids. Now that I've applied my concealer as my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to set it with a nude eyeshadow. You can also use a translucent powder for this. I'm taking the fluffy blending brush to apply this. So I'm just dragging it all over the lid. And this will help the eyeshadow to blend way better than if you don't set it. So that's done. And then with the hooded eye, guys, you will realize that there is less lid space right along here. So other eyes, eye shape, they have a wider lid space to apply the lid color. However, we don't have that. So bear in mind, when you apply the eyeshadow, you'll have to find where your eye actually creases, which is here, right there. So this is the spaces where you're going to apply the eyeshadow. You don't want to bring the eyeshadow up in your crease right here. Only if you're doing a cut crease, and I'll link the cut crease tutorial up here. Okay, so let's start applying the eyeshadow. Firstly, I'm applying my transition color with my blending brush, and I'm just keeping it along the outer corners right here. and then blending it toward back and forth. So the transition color is below your brow bone. You don't want to go all the way up with it too much. Just keep it beneath the brow bone. Make sure that it's blended. And when you're blending it, don't do it in a way that it's like circle. You can do it and pull it outward, because remember with hooded eyes, our eyes tend to look droopy. When applying eyeshadows to hooded eyes, you want to make sure that the eyeshadow elongates your eyes, because that's what we want. We want to create an illusion that our eyes are wider and a bit longer instead of small and round and droopy. So we don't want that at all. We want to look wide awake. So when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I'll just pull it out and upward, like towards the tail of the brow right there. Yeah. And then continue with the same back and forth, and then I'm just going to move on to the other eye and do the same procedure over here. I forgot to mention that the transition color should always be matte. Only color should be shimmer on your eyes is your lid color, and your crease color and your transition color should also be matte. Your lid color can be matte or shimmer, it depends on the look that you want. So now that's blending, I'm going to take my crease color. So to apply the crease color, I'm going to take the crease brush right here. So this is what it looks like. But I'm just going to take this brown here, keep it on the outer corner's eye, and just pull it midway inwards. You don't want this to go all the way to the right here of your eyes. You just keep it midway. And while you're blending, you pull out. And I'm going to deepen that a bit. So I'm gonna take this shadow right here. It's a darker brown. And when applying dark brown shadows or any dark shadows at all to hooded eyes, make sure you keep them on the outer corner, because when you keep them on the outer corner, it adds dimension. If you put the dark colors too much inwards, it's going to make your eyes look small, and that's what we don't want. So you just look down, apply it just to the outer areas. Shadow that I've used, it's not showing up how I want it to show, just for the demonstration purpose. So I'm going to take this one here. It's way deeper, so because I want you guys to actually see it. So let me just add this dark, really dark one, so you can see what I'm talking about. Going to apply the lid color. Take this color right here. Okay, seems like it's showing up. And when applying the lid color, make sure you keep it right in the line here where it actually folds. Keep it here where it actually folds over. Don't bring it upwards any higher than that. Just keep it right here. That's what it looks like so far, guys. And then you can just go back over it with your brush. Make sure everything is well blended. Just gonna tap at the same blending brush and then clean everything up. That's it for doing eyeshadow for hooded eyes, is to highlight the inner corner of your eyes with a highlighter shade and then highlighting your brow bone. So when doing the highlights for your inner corner, I'm going to use this gold shade right here. I'm going to take that gold shade right there to do the inner corners. The purpose of highlighting your inner corners is to attract light, is to keep the shadow right where the arch is. So don't bring the eyeshadow all the way out here when highlighting your brow bone. Keep it here. So from right where the arch is to the tail of the brow, and then you blend it in. with the transition color. So far that's how it looks. Went off camera and I applied my lashes and just apply a eyeliner up top, and then I'm gonna take a brown eyeliner, a brown liner to apply to my waterline. And then the purpose of the brown liner is to make your eyes look more open, so instead of the black eyeliner. So now that I've applied the nude eyeliner to my waterline, I'm just going to like apply some of the eyeshadow that I put up top under my lower lash line along here. I'm just gonna apply the my transition colors that I've applied, but I'm gonna take the deep shadow that I did use before and keep it at the outer areas right here. And when doing this, you want to connect the lower lash line with your upper lash line. I'm not pulling the deep shadow all the way in. I'm just keeping it at the outer part, or the outer corners there. And I'm pulling it up and out, connecting it. I'm gonna take this one, then this one. That's the finished eye look, and then I'm gonna finish up my lips. For lip, sorry about not recording that part, guys, for applying the lipstick. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I use the same eyeliner that I use I used as my lip liner, and I applied Maybelline's Maple Kiss. That's how it looks. This is it. So yeah, this is what I'm wearing. Okay guys, so this is the finished makeup look so far. I hope you guys like the eyes, and it's very easy to recreate. Just focus on where your eye actually folds over. Keep that lid space it's very small. It's a small area to work with. So just apply the lip color right there where it actually creases, and keep your dark shadows on the outer corners. Don't go too crazy with the highlight, and yeah, just make your eyes look more open, wide and awake. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment in the comment section, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and please go ahead and watch these 2 videos over here that I'll be linking for you guys to watch them. Make sure you do that, and I'll see you in the other video. Thanks for watching.